What if I told you that sometimes the biggest moments in music don't begin on a stage? Not with fireworks, not with a performance, not even with a song. Sometimes they begin quietly, with millions of people around the world opening an app, casting a vote, and sending a message that can't be ignored. Because right now, before the next chapter of BTS has even officially begun, something powerful is already happening behind the scenes. And at the center of it all is one name. Known to the world simply as Jin. For years, Jin has been known as many things. The worldwide handsome, the emotional vocalist, the member whose voice can turn a stadium silent for a few seconds. But in the weeks leading up to BTS's highly anticipated comeback, Jin just proved something else entirely. He proved that the bond between him and his fans hasn't faded. Not even a little. In fact, it might be stronger than ever. Recently, a major fandom voting event took place on the character-based fan platform, Kiwing. The platform hosts large-scale voting races where fans can support their favorite artists by collecting and submitting digital voting points called green kiwis. The competition wasn't small. Fans from across the K-pop world participated, supporting dozens of artists through weeks of intense voting. The event was divided into multiple stages: the green race, the gold race, and additional bonus voting rounds, each one giving fans another chance to push their favorite artist to the top. And when the second round of results was finally revealed, one name stood above everyone else. Jin finished the race in first place in the individual category. But the real story is hidden inside the numbers. By the end of the event, Jin had accumulated an incredible 1,798,942 green kiwis. That total came from multiple stages of voting. 845,650 green kiwis in the green race, 42,282 green kiwis in bonus votes, 911,110 green kiwis in the gold race. When all those votes were combined, the gap between Jin and the rest of the competition became impossible to ignore. And here's the detail that makes the achievement even more remarkable. Among every artist participating in the race, Jin was the only one to surpass 1 million votes. Not just first place. First place on an entirely different level. Even more impressive, Jin didn't just win at the end. He dominated the entire competition for 4 consecutive weeks. From the very first green race to the final gold race, Jin held the #1 spot every single week. No sudden comebacks from rivals, no last-minute surprises, just steady, overwhelming support from fans who were determined to show exactly how much he means to them. And when fans win a race like this, the reward becomes something visible to the entire city. Because Jin's victory earned him a massive digital advertisement displayed on the giant Lux digital signage screen at Gwanghwamun Square in Seoul. For 3 days, from March 11 to March 13, Jin's image shines across one of the most historic and symbolic locations in South Korea. If you've ever seen Gwanghwamun Square, you know how meaningful that is. This isn't just any street corner. This is a place surrounded by history. A space where culture, tradition, and modern Korean identity all come together. And now, above the crowds walking through the square, fans can look up and see Jin celebrated on a towering digital display. All because fans decided to show up. Vote after vote, day after day. But here's where the story becomes even more fascinating. Because while Jin is dominating individual fan voting, the group he belongs to is simultaneously dominating something much bigger: public perception. According to the Korea Enterprise Reputation Research Institute, the brand reputation rankings for idol groups in March 2026 have officially been released. And once again, BTS stands at the very top. The Institute analyzed more than 90 million pieces of big data collected between February 12th and March 12th. This includes everything from media coverage and news articles to fan discussions, online communities, and social media engagement. In other words, the rankings measure how strongly an artist's name is resonating across the entire internet. And the results are clear. BTS ranked #1, ahead of some of the most powerful names in the industry, including Blackpink, who placed second, and IVE, who ranked third. BTS recorded a brand reputation index of 9,402,729. That number reflects multiple layers of engagement: participation from fans, media attention, communication across online platforms, community discussions. And one of the most telling statistics of all? The positivity ratio surrounding BTS reached 93.91%. That means nearly every conversation surrounding the group online is positive. Think about that for a moment. In an industry that changes as fast as K-pop, where trends shift constantly and new groups debut every year, maintaining that level of positive attention is incredibly rare. But BTS has done it again. And if you look deeper into the analysis, you'll notice something interesting. The keywords most frequently associated with BTS this month were comeback, breakthrough, and anticipation. Those three words tell the entire story, because something very special is about to happen. Soon, the members of BTS, including RM, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, Jungkook, and Jin, will gather again for a very special event. A global comeback broadcast titled BTS Comeback Live Arirang. And the stage for this historic moment? Once again, Gwanghwamun Square. The same place where Jin's fan-voted advertisement is currently lighting up the skyline. It almost feels symbolic. Fans celebrating Jin in the heart of Seoul, while the entire group prepares to reunite in that very same place. The event will also be streamed worldwide through Netflix, allowing millions of fans across the globe to witness the moment together in real time. For many people, this will be more than just another performance. It will be a reunion. A long-awaited moment when the members stand together again after focusing on individual activities and personal journeys. And if the last few weeks have proven anything, it's that the anticipation is real. Fans didn't wait quietly. They voted. They organized. They filled apps with millions of votes. They turned digital screens in Seoul into celebrations of Jin, all before the comeback had even begun. Which raises an interesting question. If this is the level of excitement before BTS returns, what will happen when the music actually starts? When the stage lights come on? When the members walk out together? When Jin's voice echoes across Gwanghwamun Square? Because if there's one thing these numbers have proven, it's that the story of BTS isn't slowing down. Not now, not anytime soon. In fact, it might just be entering its most powerful chapter yet.